Alright, what the fuck is going on, everybody? It's motherfucking FaZe Adapt here with another video. So I was reading through some comments in the video I uploaded the other day where I asked you guys to comment like some topics you wanted me to talk about in videos. And someone commented asking me to like tell some sports stories or something like that because I used to play sports a lot and I actually have a really good story. And yes, again, I was in 7th grade. I don't know how I have so many 7th grade stories, just middle school stories overall. And how it was for my school is that when you tried out for basketball, after tryouts were over and everything, you would be placed on a team. And depending on the team you were, that would like determine your skill level and how good you were. I made captain of team 4 out of like 10 teams, which was really good because the first 2 teams are mainly like all the kids who played last year, and this was my first year at the school like trying out for basketball, so all the kids on team 1 and 2 were kids from last year that the coach knew and everything. But like I said, I made team 4, which is really good, and I was also a captain, and I didn't really know what that meant, but it sounded like some serious shit, so I was really hyped. The thing is though, I had a coach that was really strict, and he took this whole like thing, like middle school basketball, way too seriously. And anytime anyone would miss practice or miss school or like mess up in class or do something or have a missing assignment, he would go crazy. And he was also my own history teacher, which was not particularly good because I was like a class clown in history and I just like messed around the whole period. And I'm pretty sure he also went as far as like going to like specific players on teams, teachers, and like getting like reports on their whole like behavior in class and just really stupid shit like that. And at the same time, while all this is going on with basketball and the coach, I had this English teacher which was also a real bitch to me. Like she did not like me. I don't know what it is with all my teachers in middle school. They did not like me. Like, come on, I'm a good kid. And so what happened was she brought me outside of the classroom this one day, and I can't remember what it is that I did, but she brought me outside the classroom, and pretty much what she told me was, I'm giving you 3 strikes, and if you get 3 strikes, you're getting a referral, you're going to the office, like, all this shit's gonna happen to you. And so when she told me that, I was just like, okay, I need to get my shit together, I need to stop messing around, like, I gotta be super serious, like, on my best behavior, no more fucking around. And it wouldn't just be bad for the basketball side of things, like, if I brought a referral home to my mom, she'd probably kill me. And so, like, a week passed by, and there was only a few days left until our basketball tournament came up, and that's what we were practicing for, like, a month. That was the only, like, big basketball event we did with our whole season. We just had one tournament, and then that was it. And so that day, a week after she told me like 3 strikes and you're out, I showed up to school really tired, and I can't remember why it was I was so tired or what I was doing, but I had English last period of the day, and it was a block period. There were 2 periods. That means we had English for literally like about almost 2 hours. So obviously I ended up falling asleep in the middle of class, which my teacher was very upset about. And what she did was she came over to my desk. I remember she shook it and she like screamed at me to wake up, and that was step 1, or that was strike 1. That was strike 1. And so for me, I was waking up and I remember like her yelling at me, and I was like, oh shit, I fell asleep. This is not good. I just got strike 1. I gotta get my shit together. And as I was like getting up, everyone around me started laughing, and they were like, oh, this is really funny, he fell asleep in the middle of class. And that was strike 2 because somehow she counted that as me disturbing class. Like, I did not control that, lady. And so at that point, she just said fuck it and threw in an extra strike for me not paying attention while I was asleep. I really do not know what she expected me to do there. Like, that's not 2 strikes. I cannot get a strike for falling asleep and not paying attention while asleep. That doesn't work. So literally within like a snap, I still can't snap, by the way, I got all 3 strikes. And so I ended up going to the office, getting a referral, yada yada, that whole shitty process. And I remember the next day in history class, he called me outside the classroom, and it was just me and him, alright? And he tried acting so tough and so badass to me for some reason. And he was just sitting there, and it was just me and him outside the classroom, and he's just like, so, I heard you got a referral. And so there was no real way for me to lie myself out of this referral, so I just told him like, yeah, I got a referral. It wasn't really my fault though. I like tried to explain to him that like how it was unfair for me. He didn't listen. No, he did not listen. And I remember him giving me this whole speech on like respect and like how to treat people and world hunger and a bunch of pointless shit. Like none of this correlates with the fact that I fell asleep in class. And so after he was done giving me this motivational, inspiring speech, he demoted me from like captain of team 4 all the way down to like team 5, and I was so pissed because team 4 was really good and I was captain, and that sounded like some badass shit. And I remember I had my tournament a few days later, and like I didn't even know anyone on my team. I didn't know what to do, like because I was only there for a few days, and it was just like a whole shitty situation. My whole team sucked, by the way. They were all really shitty. They didn't even play basketball. And it was all because of my fucking English teacher. Like, what the hell? But this is cool. This is like back-to-back life lessons with Adapt. Like yesterday, I reminded you guys, don't tell your teacher that you cheated on an exam. That's a good tip. But I'm not too sure what the moral of the story for this one will be. It's not going to be don't fall asleep in class. Because falling asleep in class is perfectly fine. Like, I've done it many times. Maybe English teachers suck. Also, middle school basketball coaches suck.